Certain animals have amazing skills, almost as if they are blessed with superpowers. They can do things that just leave you awestruck. Have you ever seen a killer whale hunt? What about the deadly shark? If you like stuff that's out of the ordinary, you need to watch this as we count down 15 fearless wild animals showing off their powers. Number 15. Eagle. One of the most fearsome eagles on the planet is the rare harpy eagle. With a 7-inch spread of talons, he can easily throttle a monkey. You can see the harpy go for the kill when it clobbers one of the tiny monkeys, even though they let out a warning cry. But the harpy wasn't hunting for himself. He has a nest in a dead Brazil nut tree. Mother and chick await his return. While not the largest of eagles, harpies are the most powerful, feeding on monkeys and tree sloths. The male's job is done once he delivers his kill. Both parents bring food to the nest, but only the mother feeds the 2-month-old chick. Everything but the bones is consumed, even the skin. Nothing here goes to waste. This eagle has harvested a sea snake to provide food for the next generation. Believe it or not, snake-fed baby eagles are more likely to survive in the wild than chicks raised on other foods. Like most parents, adult eagles will do whatever it takes to give their babies the edge. If that means learning how to bank sea snakes, then so be it. This eagle doesn't waste any time and flies right through, snatching the sloth along the way. The eagle's rear talon slams into the sloth's head almost instantly. An attack by the world's most powerful raptor almost invariably results in instant death. The Fanatic brings you all the best content you want to see when it comes to the animal kingdom. If you want to see the latest confrontations between animals and the best animal videos, please subscribe now. We post new videos every day for your entertainment. Number 14. African Buffalo. Leopards are adept and elusive hunters with powerful jaws, yet they aren't massive felines. A leopard would find it difficult to take on an adult buffalo, so they usually attack smaller calves. For some reason, this leopard charges into a herd of buffalo and is repelled easily. I don't know what the leopard was thinking, but leopards are usually smart about their approach. This rhino is so enraged at this buffalo that it keeps ramming it with its lethal horns until the buffalo is rendered unconscious and falls to the ground. Even when another buffalo tries to intervene, the enraged rhino continues to attack. What a tenacious creature this rhino is. I'm pretty sure the rhino punctured some of the buffalo's internal organs, and the buffalo is in excruciating pain. The herd gathers around their comrade to perform his dying rites. These hyenas have spotted a sick buffalo calf and immediately jump on it, until a huge bull heads straight in their direction. That's when they know to move out of the bull's way. The rest of the cavalry is on the way, and once they get there, the hyenas have very little chance of snatching the calf from the buffaloes. The beasts have created an impenetrable line of defense. Tigers are ferocious hunters. This enormous male tiger killed this water buffalo in front of these tourists in just a few seconds. The speed with which it killed the water buffalo was alarming. The only hiccup was that the other buffaloes added to the chaos by assaulting the tiger. The tiger abandoned the dead buffalo to pursue the other buffaloes, who all converged on the tiger. As a result, the tiger had no choice but to forsake the buffalo's carcass. Perhaps he'd return later if the carrion hadn't already been consumed by the scavengers. Cape buffalo are very capable of killing lions. You can see in this video how much trouble this lion is. It's stuck amidst a herd of buffalo and the herd is going after it. They are plowing through the feline and tossing it in the air like it's a doll. The lion does not survive this ordeal. Number 13. Spotted hyena. These hyenas are on the hunt, looking to kill this buffalo calf, but its mother is there to defend it. The mother counters most of the hyena attacks, but they do get some bites into the calf. Far away in the distance, the herd watches. During this night footage, a clan of hyenas settles an important matter. Apparently, their queen is a tyrant and a coup is taking place. The hyenas ferociously attack the queen in the hopes of overturning her. The queen walks away from the fight, destroyed, and will probably not make it through the night. The coup is successful. This clan of hyenas brings down a huge buffalo and begin to eat the buffalo alive. They just eat, and when the buffalo dies, he dies. But the hyenas never try to kill it. It's extremely difficult to look at, but I guess that's the nature of the hyena. This hyena takes an impala down and uses the same concept of the hyenas in the previous clip. The hyena begins to chew on the impala's buttocks and is not concerned whether the impala is dead or alive. The impala remains there, stoic, immobile, enduring this terrible and cruel ordeal. Number 12. Stoat. Although it will consume the bird's eggs, the stoat is mostly a carnivore that feeds on small animals such as rabbits. Watch this stoat chase a rabbit many times its size. As the rabbit becomes exhausted, the stoat attacks the back of the rabbit's neck with a strong bite, and it's the end of the road for the fluffy bunny. This little rabbit taunts a stoat, and it almost looks as if the rabbit is the instigator. But that doesn't last long when the stoat realizes the rabbit is the prey. In this clip, another stoat destroys a much larger rabbit. It's as if the bunny has no means of defending itself against the stoat. This stoat has captured a rabbit, but the rabbit is fighting for its life. The two tumble and rumble, but in the end, the rabbit succumbs once again. Number 11. Komodo dragon. If you thought hyenas were bad, the Komodo dragon is worse. This video is not for the faint of heart. These mighty Komodos are at it again, but this time, it's a buffalo calf that's on the menu, and the dragons are enjoying their meal. These Komodo dragons are tearing this poor calf to pieces and eating it alive, and nobody cares. A deer with a broken left leg was soaking in seawater off the shore of Komodo Island when a Komodo dragon approached it. If the deer knew what was in store for her, broken leg or no broken leg, she should have swum into the ocean as fast as she could. But she didn't, and the Komodo dragon pulled her to shore and dragged onto her beach to share her with his pals. Number 10. Wild pig, warthog, wild boar. If I didn't know any better, I would think the warthog in this video was an NFL player. I mean, watch how he runs and plows through this leopard coming in for the kill. And the wild boar isn't done. Accompanied by a few friends, they chase the leopard and trample him on the ground, running him over. The leopard doesn't seem injured as he jumps in the air and escapes. That was a close one for the big cat. Here is another leopard that receives an amazing welcome as it's tossed high up into the air. The only problem is the leopard still manages to snatch a piglet, even after it was almost knocked out cold. Guess who was afraid of the big bad boar? This leopard has climbed a tree, afraid of this wild boar. After seeing what the wild boar is capable of, I can empathize with the leopard. Number 9. Killer whale. In this video, orca are hunting 7 gill sharks. 7 gill sharks grow to 9 feet long and 200 pounds. A much larger meal for an orca than a small ray. But the 7 gill shark is no easy prey. 7 gills are relatively new on the orca menu, but it does happen occasionally. The way the orca hunt the 7 gills is pretty impressive. First, they whack the sharks on the back, and then they usually rip the pectorals of the shark and extract the liver. When you look at the shark falling to the depths of the ocean, it's clear the orca is precise when it comes to hunting shark liver. Killer whales have arrived on the beach in search of food. And a herd of sea lions could be their first prey. You'd think the sea lions would be secure if they stayed way up the beach, but the hungry whales are incredibly adventurous. Now, a gang of whales is hunting together. That sea lion was barely ahead of one of the whales when it was snatched by another it hadn't seen. It's difficult to comprehend how they beached themselves and seized the sea lions. It's possible that the brutal pounding was done to remove the hide from the flesh. Successful hunters, on the other hand, frequently take their prey out to sea without even killing them. Killer whales are seen hunting dolphins in this video, and you can see the dolphins being thrown out of the water and into the air like footballs. It's unbelievable how powerful killer whales are. These killer whales go right through a blue whale, the biggest mammal in the world, destroying it in minutes. The whales look like an armada of ships ready to conquer the oceans, and that's exactly what they're doing. Number 8. Lions. During this night footage, these lions find a few crocodiles eating a carcass. They know the crocodiles aren't Bambi, but they're still trying to figure out a way to get some of the goods from the crocodiles. However, at the point the crocodiles are at, I don't think there is much left for the felines, even if the reptiles want to share with Sugar Bear. This pride of lions checks out a herd of hippos enjoying a swim. The big cats get closer, and one of the hippos lets the felines know they are not welcome. But the felines don't really care, and they're looking for an opportunity, which means a baby calf in this case. Actually, a calf approaches the cats, but when they move, he scampers off into the water. One of the larger hippos comes out of the water to get a closer look, but the cats remain calm and don't move. One of the lions finally chases the hippo back into the water, and the cats begin to growl. A male lion plans an attack on a large hippo, but when the hippo confronts the lion just walks away. That is, until the hippo walks in the other direction, and that's when the lion jumps on the hippo's back. What a two-faced lion that is. This huge hippo confronts a few lions in the open field. When the hippo scampers off, the lions are in pursuit, but not for very long. It's as if they became discouraged when they saw the size of the hippo's butt. Number 7. Crocodile. A buffalo gets attacked by a crocodile in the next video. The other buffalo emerges from the water, and the two beasts engage in a tug of war. I'm not sure why the other buffaloes just stand there and watch one of their own get attacked without helping. They could at least scare the crocodile away if they all went into the water and stamped on it. The crocodile appears to be drowning the buffalo, yet the buffalo rises and attempts to wander away. Even a friendly rhino is keeping a close eye on the proceedings. The crocodile appears to have abandoned the buffalo, which is unable to exit the water due to damaged legs. Have you ever seen a saltwater crocodile hunt a kangaroo? Watch how it grabs the kangaroo and throws it up in the air, dismembering it in the process. That's how powerful the crocodile's jaws are. This king cobra goes for a swim, but it's a very short swim after this crocodile bites and crushes it to death. Number 6. Gray wolves. These wolves have surrounded this huge elk, but it won't be easy. Wolves hunt in packs and work together, and you can see in these clips that they always try to isolate their victims, to eventually bring them to the ground like they do with this elk. These wolves are on the hunt, and they are chasing a herd of elk. The deep snow will make the hunt difficult, so the chase is likely to be long and exhausting one. The wolves isolate two of the animals, and then one is chased down the mountain, but it looks like the stag will get away. These wolves are attacking the young moose, and its mother tries to intervene, but I think it is too late. The wolves kill the young moose, even when the mother attacks them. They just avoid being hit by the mother's strong legs, and they continue to eat the calf. The big moose returns several times to defend her calf, but to no avail. This chase is spectacular. With the overhead view, you can see these wolves catch up to the elk, but once they do, the elk is smart and finds refuge in the river, where the wolves cannot go because of the fragile ice, so they must wait. Number 5. Great white shark. Everyone knows the great white shark is a killer hunter, except when the killer whale is around, of course. However, when it's hunting for seals, the cute animals better beware. The pup can outmaneuver a shark, but only for so long. Eventually, the shark makes shish kebab with the seal. The adult seals must deal with this persistent menace. It takes one brave seal to lead the way. Once that happens, the rest of the seals join forces and harass the shark, chasing it away. Sharks can turn on a dime, but the seals take the risk, and it works. This shark is looking for a way to get into the cage. Out of nowhere, an 18-footer shows up, and the cage might not be strong enough to stop it. The diver is stuck in there, but that's the safest place to be at the moment as long as the cage resists. Sharks have honed all of their senses into lethal weapons: sight, smell, taste, touch, and sound. But a shark not only sees and hears its prey, it can also feel it. Many sharks have a sensory organ that runs the length of the shark's body and fans out on its head and jaw. Called the lateral line, it's full of nerves that pick up subtle vibrations and pressure changes in the water. It is so finely tuned that when combined with its other senses, a shark can detect prey from over a mile away. This seal is taking a swim, and out of the blue, a giant great white shark pops out of the water to swallow the poor seal. Only thing is the seal was a decoy, so not a real seal. When the camera that was hooked on the seal, you can see the shark preparing its attack from the underwater. The force of the impact drives the entire animal out of the water. This seal is trying to escape the jaws of a great white shark. The seal may be young, but he's quick and knows how to maneuver. From above, something remarkable becomes clear. The seal pup can turn faster than the shark and deliberately gets behind it out of sight. Whenever the shark turns, the seal stays right on its tail until finally he makes his escape. Now that's what I call a smart seal. Number 4. Black mamba. This rat has no clue what's going on. It's even smelling and stepping on this black mamba. I don't know what the black mamba's doing. It must be taking in the great smell of the flowers, or perhaps analyzing its prey. It finally strikes the rat and injects its deadly venom. The rat continues to walk around and climbs the log, until the venom takes effect and it's time to eat. The black mamba swallows the rat whole like all snakes. A black mamba approaches Russell's viper, and the mamba strikes first. The viper no longer moves, and the black mamba looks on. This black mamba has found an entrance to an underground den, and it's on the lookout for rodents. It finds one and immediately strikes, making no mistake. We can hear the rodent cry out in pain, but it's too late. The mamba is already swallowing it. A mongoose and a black mamba collide. The mongoose is difficult to notice, while the mamba is visible at all times. Mongooses are excellent snake hunters, but how will this mongoose fare against this deadly snake? The mamba intends to attack the mongoose, but the latter uses camouflage to avoid being caught off guard. The fight's outcome is left to your imagination. Number 3. Shrike. The shrike is a songbird that looks like a raptor and has raptor-like features. From utility poles, fence posts, and other conspicuous perches throughout much of North America's prairies and other open areas, this masked black, white, and gray predator hunts insects, birds, lizards, and small mammals. Shrikes can't normally hold on to their prey long enough to devour it, so they impale it on nearby spikes. They frequently collect kills among prickly plants to assert territory or attract females. Frogs and small reptiles are also hunted, but they are generally left unattended. This loggerhead shrike attacks a sparrow and begins to eat it as it is dragging it all over the place. This little bird reminds me of some other bigger animals we have seen in this countdown. I won't mention any names. This shrike has a good time trying to hunt this small snake. It looks like the shrike will have no problem eating on this day. The shrike may appear to be a lightweight, but it is a cold-blooded killer. This shrike hunts a small mouse in the desert and has no problem flying away with it to impale it on a small branch, as you can see in the video. Another sparrow bites the dust as this shrike ends its life in the cold of winter. This little frog has been killed by the shrike, and the shrike is searching for a good spot to impale the frog. It tries to make up its mind, but doesn't seem to be able to. Finally, this shrike stands on a tree branch, taking small bites out of its dead victim that has been impaled by the deadly bird on a prickly spike. A little heavy music with that? Number 2. Grasshopper mouse. The grasshopper mouse is a sneaky little fellow, and it knows how to handle itself in a battle. Watch it in action against the centipede. The centipede is no match for the lightning-fast reflexes of the grasshopper mouse. While it may not look the part, the southern grasshopper mouse is an extremely capable hunter. It fearlessly stalks and devours any beetles or grasshoppers that have the misfortune to cross its path. But this mouse has a particular taste for scorpions. Even after being stung by the scorpion, the grasshopper mouse, besides taking a quick break, comes back on the charge and destroys the scorpion. Neurotoxins and scorpion venom target sodium and potassium ion channels, proteins anchored on the surface of nerve and muscle cells that play a key role in pain regulation. Signals are sent down the nerves to the brain where these channels are activated. That's what produces the agonizing pain described by human victims as like being stabbed with a hot needle. Others liken the discomfort to an electric shock. When stung, however, the grasshopper mouse has a very different reaction. A particular protein in one of the sodium ion channels in the mouse binds to the scorpion's neurotoxic. The neurotoxic is unable to activate the sodium ion channel and send the pain signal once it has been bound. On the contrary, it produces the exact opposite impact. It numbs the mouse by shutting down the channel and prevents it from delivering any signals. This beetle looks like the perfect snack. The grasshopper mouse is in for a surprise. The beetle has a hidden defense system that shoots toxic spray that burns the mouse's face. The mouse rubs its face in the sand to fight the painful attack. This time, the beetle has won. No wait, the mouse hasn't said its last word. Now it aims for the beetle's head and crushes it. This scorpion is in for a treat when this grasshopper mouse decides to attack it. This is no ordinary mouse, and in seconds, the scorpion is toast. The mouse even lets out a battle cry after the victory. Freedom! Number 1. Minks. This mink has no chance to this rat as it bites it to the neck and chokes it to death, just like the big cats do. This duck looks like it can't swim, but it's having trouble because of a mink that's trying to kill it. The battle is excitingly long, but in the end, the mink carries the duck to shore, only to see the duck swim away with blinding speed. All this time, the duck was playing dead. During this night footage, a mink has killed a goose with other members of the flock looking on. They must be happy it wasn't them. Minks are excellent swimmers, and you can see this mink going fishing and making a great catch. It catches a nice big fish. Some of these clips were unbelievable, so I'm having a hard time picking a favorite one. It's between the great white shark and the grasshopper mouse, but I have to go with the mouse because it's so small and yet so resilient and combative. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our countdown of 15 fearless wild animals showing off their powers. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.